Just real quick before we get started, you may notice that I don't have my drums and coffee mug. Because today, it's all about drums and smoothies. Spinach ones. Now that sounds completely disgusting and you're probably thinking, hey, he's lost his mind. We don't want drums and smoothies, we want drums and coffee. And I hear you, but my wife is kind of saying,
what if I were to tell you that I think you're fat?
Well, you know, she's not saying it, but
I think you're a fat little boy.
But she's saying it.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy.
She suggested that I try this amazing spinach smoothie. To my amazement, it is the most delicious thing I think I've ever had in my life. This is not a product placement. I'm not selling the recipe for this. It's just incredible. Spinach and coconut yogurt, I think, and berries and banana. Oh my God. Amazing. But hey, yeah, I think it is all about the coffee. We know that. We'll get back to the coffee in good time. Hey, what is up, YouTube? We are back with a very special Patreon request. This one is for a gentleman with a name that I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce. Tom. Man, I really do apologize, but hey, I'm going to get to this video, and I just want to read the comment from this lovely patron. Hey man, I love your videos, so it wasn't a hard decision to subscribe. Hey? I'm immediately going to spam you with a request. Hey, go ahead. I'd love for you to react to Travis Orbin, Wizardry Mind. That track changed my entire perspective to drumming. Keep up the content. I'm a fan. Hey man, I just would love to do you the respect of pronouncing your name correctly, but it looks like that's probably not going to happen on this video. So hey man, the next request, I will get it right. Guarantee. Hey, if you enjoy these kind of videos, please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment with something that you want me to check out. Before you leave that comment, maybe check out my reaction playlist. So I've got a whole bunch of videos in there and you might request something that I've already done. So maybe have a look at that first. If you would like to fast track your request, you can head over to Patreon or PayPal. I've opened up that now. So you could do that. If you want a free transcription, you can head over to my website and grab a free transcription if you're a drummer. You could also check out my podcast. That's the NZ Drummer Podcast. But hey, without further ado, I'm going to go with Tom. I'm going with Tom. Could be wrong. Could get a bit of hate in the comments section. But I'm going to go with that. And this one's for you, man. And let's check out Travis Orbin. Looking forward to it. Let's go. Hold up. Hold everything. We've got no rack, Tom. He's reading the music off a sheet. Is this actually Travis playing this? Or is this someone else? No, it is his channel. Okay, this is interesting. None of that was a bad thing, by the way. I read all the time. I read at every gig I do. I'm learning new songs and half the time reading them. I'd just love to know what the story is here. I'm assuming this is a song from his own band. Let's keep it going. Straight away, I'm noticing he's really high up on the stick and his drum sound is absolutely incredible. When I say his drum sound, I don't mean his drums sound incredible. His drum sound The sound he gets out of the drums is incredible. Really, really nice. Wow. And very interesting. I think this is the first drummer I've reacted to that doesn't have a rack tom. Hey, really, really, what can you say? It's working for him. Two questions real quick. Who out there is using TRX cymbals? That is a brand I don't have any experience with. I've played most brands of cymbals, haven't played TRX. I do know a couple of drummers here locally that use them, and they're really great drummers, so I'm assuming they're great high-end cymbals. I don't know much about them. Hit me if you're using TRX cymbals. One other thing, just fun. Who else gets a little bit OCD about the the logo on the snare head? We got a little Remo CS snare head, and the logo is at the drummer side and not at the far end. I've got to admit, I like to line my logo up with the butt plate and the strainer and get it right, at midnight at 12 o'clock. This guy is freaking awesome. Ghost notes, everything. He doesn't look like what he sounds like to me. He's very focused and, obviously he's reading this, which is another interesting fact, but he sounds so groovy and in the pocket, and the drum sound is outstanding. Is he recording this in his home? It looks like it's in his lounge that's been turned into a makeshift studio. I mean, it looks like it's a residential house. But yeah, absolutely crazy good. Let's keep it going. Sorry to stop this again. I just had a crazy realization. Mike Portnoy, now the holy trinity of snare tones for me. Now, Travis Orbin, that is a great snare tone. Absolutely killer. Perfect. It's literally a perfect snare tone. Travis Orbin, Gavin Harrison, Mike Portnoy. Now, hold up a second. Are they all using CS heads as snare batters? Come on now. They are. I am pretty sure Portnoy, Gavin Harrison, well, obviously Travis Orbin, because I can see it, they're all using Remo controlled sound snare batter heads. Hey. Could be an interesting little hack for us. Let's keep it going. Now, how much of this has he got written out? Has he got just the rough guidelines? He can't have this written out note for note. He must have solo over these hits or over this rhythm. Surely. Oh, boy. This is good. This is good. We're going to back that one up. That was killer. Just have an edit there. If there's anything wrong with that, that's fine. You might notice a few edits on my videos. Well, not my drum videos, but these reaction videos. I'm going to go back a little bit. Sorry, that wasn't a critique of Travis Orbin. He's this is next level. Just observation, just noticed it. So many interesting ideas, and playing open-handed like this. I mean, I said before he doesn't have a rack tom. Well, he does really. It's just an unusual position. Why am I pointing at it? You can't see my screen. Effectively, his rack tom's over here. I mean, that looks like a 12-inch. I mean, assuming the snare is a 14-inch snare, that looks like a 12-inch tom to me. And it's just, instead of being in the traditional position,
that's what she said,
up above the bass drum, open-handed. He's got it over here. And he can access a lot of different sounds by having it there, and obviously it just works for him. I'm going to have to talk to my buddy Chris Dawson about open-hand drumming and tom placement. That could be something to talk about for the drum geeks. right. Travis Orbin. That dude is awesome. Okay. Another new drummer for me, and very, very happy to have discovered him. Thanks to the patrons again. Yeah, I do find it interesting. I'd love to talk to Travis about this, about the reading aspect and whether they're just notes. They look like pretty detailed notes. It was 3 pages of stuff. Whether it's a note for note thing or it's just small reminders of sections or hits or little points that he's got to reach. Fairly long song, and that'd be, to write that out as a transcription, I think would be, oh God, that would be some serious work. I also, as I mentioned before, I use charts all the time, often doing gigs where I need to learn 10, 20 songs in a week. And with my schedule, that's not really possible. So I used charts all the time, as little as possible. But I do use them if it means that I'm confident that I'll nail the song and I'm not going to miss a bridge, or, there's 7 bars over here, I won't miss those little things. So yeah, they're very, very useful. I'm a big fan of reading, and I always encourage my students to learn how to read. It's also a very hireable skill. I did a whole podcast episode on this, the importance of reading, and it makes you much more hireable. I certainly wouldn't even think about going into a session without notes. But yeah, unusual for these kind of videos, for a drum playthrough where someone, I assume, is playing their own song, to use a chart. So that's really fascinating for me, and I'd love to know more about it. Hey again, guys, thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment with anything you'd like me to get to, and hit the Patreon if you would like to fast track your request. All right, until next time, ciao for now.